one idea that I was talking about this with Keller on his SmackDown post show on Tuesday. I would love to see Mr. Rogers Bray, the sweater wearing version of Bray Wyatt appear exclusively in the Firefly Funhouse segments. Hopefully they can continue those. And that's a great tool they have in their arsenal, and why the Fiend does not have to be on TV every week. You can have the Fiend only appear now and then, but get Bray Wyatt on television every week if you want to. Just put him in the Firefly Funhouse. Have him do other segments as himself. And talk about the Fiend and tease the Fiend without actually showing him and having him show up every week. But I pitched this idea a while ago, and I pitched it with, on Tuesday with Wade as well. I like the idea of each time he beats a new opponent, every time he vanquishes one of his opponents, like he did with Finn at SummerSlam. The next time we see the Firefly Funhouse, we see a new character or a new puppet in their likeness added to the Firefly Funhouse. So maybe in this case it would be a demon puppet. It's almost like their soul is now trapped inside this Firefly Funhouse. They become a new character. I like that idea. It's kind of creepy. And it's a different take on things, and it introduces some new characters, some new puppets to the Funhouse segments, which I hope continue. His theme song is totally just badass. And you can listen to it right now in Spotify and Apple Music. It's called Let Me In by WWE and Code Orange. Interesting little side story here. I'm sure some of you saw it in Newsweek this week. Code Orange is the band also that performed Aleister Black's theme song live on that one NXT TakeOver special, that awesome entrance that he had. But the story behind this is that Bray started following the band on Twitter a number of months ago, and they had already been following him. So they decided to DM him one day and say, hey, we think we can work together. Hit us up and let us know what you think. That got the conversation rolling. They started talking on the phone, and they decided to go ahead and record the song that we now hear, totally independent of WWE. WWE didn't even know that they were doing it. And their attitude was, if they use it, great. WWE doesn't often use a lot of outside work like that, and they have their in-house thing with CFOs, who does all their music now. But their attitude was great. If they use it, terrific, and if not, that's okay too. The one thing that they and Bray agreed on is that they wanted to somehow incorporate his old theme song, Live in Fear, because they thought it was just such a great song, and they didn't want to completely abandon it. And once Bray heard the finished product, he texted them and told them, man, this is going to be my song, period. That's it. Because as I said, WWE uses CFOs for all of their music now in-house, but I guess Bray fought for it and persuaded them to let them use it, let him in. And they only found out very shortly, the band did, before SummerSlam, that the song was even being used. This was almost like a kind of a last-minute thing. And I'm glad it was. I've had this song on repeat now for days. As of Friday, it had climbed to number 2 on the iTunes soundtrack chart, behind only the song Shallow by Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper. I still have not seen that movie, although I hear good things about it. One last note, Brock Lesnar is one of the many big names being advertised for SmackDown's Fox debut on October 4th, the 20th anniversary special of SmackDown. Goldberg is being advertised. Sting is being advertised. It could just be a one-time appearance for Brock, him and all the other legends, but there's still reports that Fox wants Brock Lesnar on Friday nights. They want him on SmackDown Live. Poor Kofi. As one of our moderators, Yvonne, in the Facebook group said the other day, don't cry because it's over. Smile because it happened.